Hello, and welcome to another episode of Turning Sparkly Cardboard Sideways. My name's Jimmy, Bancroft is behind the camera, and right here will be my personal phone number, 859-279-2405. If you have any questions, concerns, critiques on any deck profile or battles we post, please feel free to send me a message, or if you just want to say hi or share some of your deck list ideas, please send me a message, and I'll try to reply as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Tech Productions. Today, I, Bancroft, will be joined by Jimmy.
What's up?
And today we have... Alright, I'm not gonna lie, this isn't a duel. What this is a massacre.
This is a 10-minute turn 2 video.
Yeah, so we're really just showcasing... We were like, let's showcase what Vegeta and Bobby could do, and Jimmy literally does that. This is not planned. This happened the way it was, and I'm gonna go in my process and thinking like how I tried to survive with only one energy.
Yeah.
So before that though, like, subscribe if you guys enjoy our content. Hit that bell for notifications to know when we drop more stuff. And that being said, Jimmy, talk about this deck a little bit for us.
So I was really interested in this deck, like running the entire chain with like the 4-drop. I forgot the name of it. I really like the card Final Explosion. I was really interested in this deck. But then I started looking at it. I'm like, this is just a better aggro deck. Like, it's just a better aggro deck. Like, what's the point of running all of this other stuff when you can run this? And the best thing you can compare it to is like turn 2 Han, with the amount of attacks that you get through. But I think where turn 2 Han is really going big on the leader, Vegeta Bobbity goes wide on the board.
You got the ideal turn 1 for here.
Yeah.
You got that thing on the field. You're set. I didn't get Gas You, but I got Mako Star. And we did play beforehand. We did play a game before this one at the shop, actually. And I won that game.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, cool. I'm going to get Mako Star out. Just defend. Go down potentially 4 life. Because I think I knew you had like a couple of the double strikers in there. And your leader has double strikers. So I'm like, I'm fine getting down 4 life. And then on turn 2, I'll play really defensive to keep my energy standing. And play the Yamcha as a blocker and be perfectly fine. So I go into turn 3, I'll be beautiful. Knowing what I know now, if I play Garlic Jr. against this deck again, that turn 1, I am not tapping that energy.
Yeah.
And I'm hard mulligan for a Flying Nimbus.
Yeah. So Majin Quickening is kind of the heart and soul of this deck. So every time you take damage, you pitch a card under it. Once you have 4 cards under it, you can place that card plus all the cards under it in the drop area and play a 3-drop Boo from your deck. And that Bobbity I just charged is a tutor for Majin Quickening. So technically I run 8 Majin Quickenings in the deck. And you really, really need to see it early on. And
so, first mistake, just real quick. Knowing this now as well. I should have blocked this first attack. It could have changed everything. But I didn't block. Not here. Oh, another double strike? I'm like, cool, I go on the 4 life. I'm fine. I've seen this deck in action. He can't do much on turn 2.
Yeah, you were saying that the entire time, and I was just looking at my hand like, this dude about to regret everything he just said.
So I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to worry about it. So I don't block. I take the 2 damage. I'm like, cool, I'm at 4 life. I'm perfect. I'm just going to defend myself. And I don't know if you do it after this, but you have a way of just killing my blocker before I have any chance to use it. And I'm like, oh no.
So put Dory out, another double striker.
Yeah.
Vegeta can awaken at 5, but I just wanted more cards under Majin Quickening.
Yeah. And the reason why I didn't, if I'm correct, I have a super combo in my hand. I'm like, there's not much you could do. I'm good. Like, I'm in denial this entire time. I'm even realizing it. So I'm like, super combo, draw a card. You can't hurt me. I'm good. I'm gonna block the next card because he's gonna bring out the Majin Buu, and I'm ready for it. And I guess this is the Majin Buu, the one that pops a card.
Yeah, I believe so.
I did not know that. I was like, he's gonna get the Majin Buu out, and I'm just going to block it when he swings and be perfectly fine. And then you're like, kill it. I'm like, wait, what? What? So, gosh.
And that Boo has deflect too.
Yeah, it
like
does.
anybody in this build of the deck, like anybody's gonna have a counterplay that can deal with a 20k on turn 1 when they have 1 energy. Like it's absurd. And I was showing that I shuffle every time I shuffle a green deck, I always shuffle Cell X to the bottom.
Yeah.
And it screws me. So Boo comes out. I don't think Boo pops it. I think I pop it with Belmont.
Belmont, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Like, and I feel safe here. I'm like, I can protect myself here, you know? I just was not. I'm not gonna say anymore. I just wasn't expecting it. So, so you got Bardock on, you got 2 draws. I'm like, huh. I got a fat hand. He's not gonna combo. No negate.
Do I combo on this attack?
No, I took
I
it.
did not. Yeah.
I think I felt comfortable with also taking like I think I felt comfortable going down to 2 life.
Oh.
'Cause I didn't know if you could do it. I haven't seen the second action, so I have no idea what you could do.
Yeah, like I was the entire time I was wondering why you weren't blocking, and then I figured you thought that I was just gonna go into like a big double striker, and that you would block that.
So
and be safe.
I did not know you played Belmont in this deck actually. If I think you might have used it in the first time we played, but I just didn't remember Belmont. So I was just like, he's got me down a triple attack. I mean, 3 life. He's gonna bring the triple strike out, and then I'm just gonna block with it. With my mindset. Just stop the triple strike from hitting me. And you bring Belmont out, and by doing that, you kill my blocker. And so that's the moment I sweat. So it should be coming up after this attack then. Or I guess after you evolve into the 5-drop?
Yep. So Dragon Ball goes under a 3-drop Boo, and then you play a Xeno Boo 5-drop from your deck. Unfortunately, you don't get to proc his ability because you don't run a Unison. Part of the cost of activating the ability is removing a marker from your Unison.
If you're all curious real quick about this profile, it actually dropped earlier today. So go check it out if you have. Well, wait till the end of the duel; it'll be on the screen, and check it out. That way you kind of get an idea of what he was running with this whole engine.
Yeah, for sure. So here comes Belmont.
Yep. And I always forget Belmont's just 3 battle cards, right? It doesn't specify green.
Just 3 battle cards.
Yeah.
KO that. Frieza comes out. Just staples and aggro. Like these 2 cards together is so good.
And actually thinking about it now, I think even if I would have blocked, I think afterwards you showed like 3 more cards you could have potentially played, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, you were so done after this duel too. Like the whole mood in the room changed.
I've never been beaten so badly before. Like I've beaten turn 2 Han like so many times because I know how to beat it. Yeah. And granted, I know how to beat this deck now too, but it's always nice seeing something new. Let's put it that way. I know you forced me to awaken. I just don't remember when it is. And you're trying to get this 25 crit, I think, on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was wanting to get you down to 2 because I had more double strikers in hand that I was wanting to use.
Yeah, so you forced me to awaken. And now I got to combo potentially 3 cards if I don't want to take this, because I don't think I have another super combo in my hand.
Yeah. And off of Great Saiyaman, I pitched a 3-drop Servant Vegeta to the to the bottom of the deck, which my leader card can play out. And I had to make a difficult choice of, do I play the Vegeta and spend the energy, or do I just push for more double strikers? Because the Vegeta can essentially be a dual attack double strike at 20k, just because of just because of being able to restand off of a counter. But I chose to go with the just other random double striker route, just because it draws more cards, but I see more cards from my life.
Also, I know if I could have survived this damn turn, I could have beaten you because I don't think you run any negates in this deck.
I do not run a single negate.
Yeah. So I activate Leader's Effect because I'm hoping. I've only gotten so far one Chi-Chi so far, which is a phenomenal card.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping if I get the Chi-Chi, I can just tap your 5-drop. Because I could not remember if the 5-drop, if the 7-drop stands up when it evolves or not. But unfortunately,
he does not. So
yeah, and unfortunately, I just found a Yamcha and nothing else. And I was like, well, there's that. And I think afterwards, I was like, was that a waste? Because that's one extra card I could have comboed off with, because it gets played in rest mode per Garlic Jr.'s effect.
Mm-hmm.
You auto for the double strike, and I just saw you have another super combo in your hand. Gosh. Yeah, here comes the super combo.
Yep. And this is where I made my decision. Because I paused there, do I really want to mess up my bottom deck play with Vegeta? And I chose to go ahead and do it just for the gamble that I actually get a card that I needed, and I pulled my 7-drop Boo off the top of the deck. He doesn't come out in this game because he didn't need to, but that would have been it right there, because that's a 25,000 dual attack double strike you were going to have to eat.
I think you do play the 7-drop on me.
I do, like, after the game. Like, I was like, yeah, I had this plus another Belmont that I could have played on you.
That's right, yeah.
Yep.
So I take it, and I'm like, all right, maybe I could put, oh, fuck, it's a negate that won't do anything because I don't have enough battle cards on the field to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
You swing a Belmont, and I'm like, okay. Belmont doesn't have unique, does he?
He does not.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, he came out before unique.
He did, yeah.
I go 25 on that because I know I can combo up on the last Boo attack. I just wanted to get a couple cards out of your hand. I think you were looking at Final Flash and figured that's really not going to help you much because there's no skills on Belmont that you're worrying about.
So here's what my process was. In my hand, I had a Final Flash and I did have a Flying Nimbus.
Mm-hmm.
But the entire time I was like, if I could just hold off, I could guarantee myself to live turn after turn 2. I knew if I used both Final Flash and Flying Nimbus, or Final Flash or Flying Nimbus, that was game. I could not recover. But if I could just hang on to them, and that's why I chose not to do it for the longest time, like showing it. And it got to that point, I'm like, that's game, because you still have another battle card on the field to swing at me with, you know? So I'm like, even if I would have stopped this attack, he's going to swing at me. And I would have nothing left to combo with at that point. And this is you're just showing, like, I still had this and I still had this. And I'm like, well, you're a jerk. So that's Majin Vegeta for y'all with the Boo chain. It could be extremely dangerous.
It's real nasty when it goes off. The only problem with the deck is a massive glass cannon.
Correct.
It's so combo heavy that if you just get a bad opening hand, there's not much you can do. So, I'm sure you could make a more defensive non-glass cannon version that still does what this deck does. But in my case, I just wanted pure aggro because I don't like playing green and I'd rather play baby.
Truth be told, I'm sad to say this. I chose to go Garlic Jr. as a target for that deck because I wanted to make sure we showcased the deck with a deck that I knew wouldn't be too difficult for it. And I'm not saying Garlic Jr. is bad in that case. I'm just saying I still feel like there's a lot of work I need to do to Garlic Jr. before it's like a legit good deck for me. I absolutely love it.
I was worried about Garlic Jr. actually because of Flying Nimbus. Like, if you left an energy open and had Flying Nimbus on that turn too, and you just ate it and just said, I'm just going to play Flying Nimbus, I don't know what you're about to do this turn, like, it probably would have shut my entire deck down.
I think if I would have had 2 Flying Nimbuses at the beginning, I would have done that.
Yeah.
Because I could have guaranteed to last 2 turns. I just knew if I used it early on, I'm dead after my turn 2. I had nothing to go off of. Even if I were to keep the blocker alive, I would have kept the blocker and maybe got a couple other things on the field, but I knew I would have been dead after that. So, but yeah, there's the deck in action. Hope you all enjoy, and don't forget to check out Jimmy's profile. It's on the screen now. And Jimmy, you want to close it? Give us some form of like closer.
Shout out to the dude that just texted the number that you seen at the beginning of this video. Shout out. I'm glad that Bulma won you your first shop championship. That's awesome, dude. And remember, if
Nice.
it burns when you pee, it's probably the cloud.
And like always, read your cards, know your plays, and fluff out.